I'm looking for a lawyer. I've been harassed, assaulted, and battered, all through neurologically adapted technologies, um, things that are, I guess, sometimes termed emerging technologies. I think they've been around for a while. It's technology similar to, in some aspects, similar to what was described in the news about the sonic attacks on the U.S. embassies in Cuba and China. I think it's often called the hat. Basically, yeah, I've been wooed, I've been deed, I've been owed, I've been nooned, I've been, they've been making me. If you're familiar with those terms. I'm a resident of, I resided in the state of California through the majority of the harassment, assault, and battery. I was perpetrated through this neurologically adapted technology. Yeah, I kind of got I was sort of unaware of this stuff, and then for a few years I was auditorily harassed. Just noises coming out of nowhere, so to speak. Birds chirping at me, and so on and so forth. And then I go take a vocational training course, and then get a job at a fast food spot, and I get jumped by all these hood types and a bunch of different people. What else was happening? Yeah, there was also some involvement of some people in various industries. It's gone on for a couple of years. Yeah, basically I was auditorily harassed for a while, and then it sort of escalated to assault and battery, neurological battery. Between the wooing, the deeing, the owing. What else did they do? Yeah, they called it a pinking. They called it a hurrying. They called it making me. It kind of started off with a ruse that it was going to be like a party or something. Pretty thinly veiled ruse. And then it escalated to basically people doing things to me while I was telling them to stop. I was saying stop out loud, clearly, understandably. In no unmistakable terms, I was saying stop. And they just kept going. They were doing it every day for years. Every day for years, for multiple years. Yeah. They've been like expanded and contracted, lengthened and contracted limbs. They've expanded and contracted my cranium. They've moved features of my face. They've nutted me. Gutted me, if you're familiar with that term. They've done things to various parts of my body. They try to do all these different wheels, try and make me, try and owe me things, and it came on in such a way that I just kept saying stop. Or my reaction to it, I kept saying stop, because they didn't like how it was coming on, and they kept doing it to me. And now I'm trying to sue them. I've been calling various law enforcement organizations, multiple different law enforcement organizations of varying jurisdictions, varying vastness of jurisdictions, have told me to go see the doctor. After I've sent phone calls, sent letters, sort of detailing things that, short of detailing things that I believe would constitute crimes. But I think because of the obscurity of the technology, or the fact that they don't openly acknowledge this sort of technology, they just say, go to the doctor, go to the doctor. What does the doctor do? Go to the medical doctor. Doctor, says they can't find anything wrong, and gives psychiatric medication. I was even involuntarily psychiatrically hospitalized, forced against my will to take psychiatric medication. And the harassment, assault, and battery just kept on going. It was sort of surprising to me. And now I'm trying to put a stop to the harassment, assault, and battery. So I'm trying to get a lawyer. I'm trying to get a medical doctor who can acknowledge and testify about this sort of thing. trying to get a technical expert who can acknowledge and testify about this sort of thing. I think there may be some witnesses who would be willing to be interviewed and possibly testify. And I'm willing to participate. Like I said, they've been doing things to my brain and my own memories. However, I got memories about what's been happening, and I got documentation of some things, but not really. I guess it would be hearsay or kind of a few steps removed documentation. So it's not really a strong part of the case, but but also it's all been perpetrated through technological means. So I assume there's some sort of record within that technological format of what's been occurring. What do they call it? Sheets or pages or stuff like that. If you could find a knowledgeable witness or a technical expert, they could probably testify to that, to what's been going on. As far as myself, I've resisted going in. I've been going with stop. I've been going with stop. It's been going on for quite a while now. There's neurological battery. Like I said, they've been trying to owe me, they've been wooing me, and dean me, which involves like segregating memories and or like mental states or emotional states, or I guess things that would qualify as human traits or traits of internal human experiences. This kind of technology is real, And that's kind of it. I resided in the state of California, the northern portion of the state of California, during the majority of the harassment, assault, and battery. I'm a legal resident of California. I'm a legal, natural-born resident of the United States of America, and I'm trying to find a lawyer. I'm also trying to find medical doctors and technical experts who, credible medical doctors and technical experts who can testify to this sort of thing, and a lawyer who's willing to take on this sort of case. I think some of the perpetrators and people involved are extremely wealthy. Some of them wealthy. Some of them high up in their various industries, and some of them are official members of official organizations. I don't know how much I can say on a public video because of defamation and stuff, but yeah, it's. I think there's enough money, and I think there's enough. And it's got an aspect of official organizations and sort of industrial high-ups to make it that much more interesting, or I don't know, unique, or I don't know if that appeals to some lawyers or not, or anyway, there's enough money to make a lawsuit go. I think there will be enough money to make a lawsuit go. Pay for the lawyer, pay for the experts, pay for the doctors. And enough to obtain a meaningful amount of damages for what's been occurring. I think you can send a message. I'm not familiar with YouTube too much, but I think you can send a message through the YouTube account that this video is posted under. I'm trying to do something about what's been happening to me. I'm trying to file suit. Probably restraining orders, and establish facts, and establish that it's possible to obtain cause like a legal response, a response from the justice system, so as to provide some protection for myself in the future. All right, that's sort of what I'm doing. I'm looking for a lawyer. Thanks for watching.